Dear child, your soulmate wrote you a letter, but it was never meant to be read without tears in your eyes. These words carry weight because they were written from a place of waiting, longing, and quiet faith. This message didn't reach you by accident. It came now because your heart has been holding on for a very long time, and heaven knew you were ready to hear it. They want you to know something that may surprise you. They loved you before they ever knew your name, before they saw your face, before you ever asked God for them. They were already asking God to protect you. They didn't know who you were yet, but they felt you. Something in their spirit kept pulling them toward a love they couldn't explain. They said that when they wake up in the morning, your presence sits in their thoughts. When they fall asleep at night, they pray angels surround you. On days when you felt unseen, unheard, and overlooked, they were still thinking of you. You believed no one truly saw you, but they did. You believed you were difficult to love, but to them, you were proof that love still exists. To them, you weren't broken or complicated. You were sacred. They confessed something painful, something honest. They said they had to let you go before they ever found you, not because they didn't want you, but because they weren't ready to love you the way you deserve. God told them, not yet. And that waiting felt unbearable. They cried while writing this. You can feel it in the way the words ache. They were hurting, but they didn't walk away. They stayed faithful in the waiting. They said they were sorry it took so long. Sorry you had to question your worth. Sorry you had to wonder if love would ever come. They admitted they were afraid you wouldn't wait. Afraid someone else would take your heart. Afraid they would arrive too late. But now they understand something they didn't before. Real love doesn't rush. Sometimes love waits because it's being prepared. They see now that the delay wasn't punishment. It was protection. God wasn't hiding them from you to hurt you. God was hiding them to guard what was holy. What is sacred cannot be rushed into careless hands. What is meant to last needs time to grow strong. They want you to know your waiting wasn't pointless. Your longing wasn't ignored. Every tear mattered. Every lonely night was seen. Hope deferred hurt your heart, yes, but it didn't destroy it. Your longing is alive because something real is coming to meet it. They shared that they watched you in dreams. They saw others beside you, holding your hand, and it hurt deeply. Not out of control or jealousy, but because they knew those people couldn't love you the way they were meant to. Still, they had to surrender. God told them to stay still, to trust, to let you live, even when it felt like losing you before ever having you. They were writing you into every silent prayer, every lonely evening, every moment when love felt far away. They asked God to show them your heart, and instead God showed them your pain. That's when everything changed. That's when they knew this wasn't about romance alone. It was about healing. It was about safety. It was about love that stays. They said they are not coming to fix you. You were never broken in a way that needed fixing. They are coming to love you while you heal, to walk beside you, to be steady where others were inconsistent. They're not coming to complete you. They're coming to choose you. They want you to understand that you didn't deserve the people who hurt you. You didn't deserve the silence, the ghosting, the rejection, the half-love. God saw every moment of it. Nothing was missed. Nothing was forgotten. They promised they won't rush you. They won't pressure you. They won't make you feel unsafe for being human. They just want to see you smile without fear. They want to be the calm after the chaos, the peace after the storm, the rest your heart has been craving. They admitted they've made mistakes. They admitted they once believed love meant pain, but God redefined love for them. They learned how to stay, how to listen, how not to run when things get heavy. They learned that love isn't proven by intensity, but by consistency. They said, when you finally meet, there may not be many words at first. There won't need to be. They'll look at you and recognize you at a soul level. Not loud, not dramatic, just quiet peace that feels familiar, like home. They want you to stop believing you have to be strong all the time. You don't have to perform. You don't have to pretend you're okay. With them, you can rest. You can be soft. You can be seen without being judged. They ended their words with something you need to hear deeply. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are not forgotten. You are loved. Their love didn't disappear. It waited, faithfully, quietly. They believe the timing is turning now. Paths are aligning. Wounds are softening. Hearts are opening. And when the moment comes, you won't need proof or reassurance. You'll simply know, because real love doesn't confuse you. Real love doesn't play games. Real love chooses you every single day. They said, you won't scare me, not with your past, not with the mistakes you made when you were younger, not with the coping habits you learned just to survive, not with your flaws, not with your triggers, not with the parts of you that still ache when you're reminded of old wounds. They said it calmly, with certainty, not like a promise made in emotion, but like a truth they had already settled in their spirit. They said, I'm not the kind of love that leaves when things get uncomfortable. I'm not the kind of love that disappears when your pain shows up. I'll walk through the storm with you, not away from you, and that matters, because so much of what you've known before felt conditional. Stay lovable, stay easy, stay quiet, stay strong, or be left behind. This love is different. This love understands that storms don't make you unworthy. They reveal what you survived. If that kind of love feels like what your heart has been quietly praying for, then let this truth land gently inside you. Safe love is sacred. Safe love is not boring. Safe love is not weak. Safe love is not passionless or dull. Safe love is steady. It's the kind of love that calms your nervous system instead of activating it. It's the kind of love that doesn't make your chest tighten or your mind race. It lets you exhale. It lets you rest. It lets you stop bracing for abandonment. And you deserve that kind of love, not because you earned it by suffering, but because you are human and your heart matters. They said, I want to hear your childhood stories, not the polished versions, not the funny ones you tell to make people comfortable, but the real ones, the ones that explain who you became. They said, I want to understand why you flinch when someone raises their voice, not so they can judge you or minimize it, but so they can be gentle where life wasn't. They said, I want to know what makes you smile without trying, because they don't just want to know your pain. They want to know your joy. They want to learn you fully, not just the parts that look good or sound inspiring. They want to understand your heart so they can love you with care instead of carelessness. They wrote, you don't have to be perfect. And for someone who spent years believing love comes after self-improvement, that sentence alone feels like relief. They wrote, "You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to arrive healed, polished, and flawless. You just have to be real." They aren't asking you to hide your struggles or rush your growth. They aren't asking you to pretend you're okay when you're not. They are asking you to be honest, to be present, to be human. And they promised, without drama, without pressure, "I will stay." Scripture says love must be sincere. Real love doesn't perform. Real love doesn't manipulate. Real love doesn't pretend in public and hurt in private. Sincere love clings to what is good and rejects what is harmful. And that's what this love is offering you. Not confusion, not mixed signals, not hot and cold behavior that keeps you guessing. This love is raw, honest, and grounded. It chooses goodness, even when that requires effort and maturity. They said, "I'll speak your love language," which means they won't force you to accept love the way they prefer to give it. They won't tell you that you're too sensitive or too needy when your needs don't match theirs. They're saying, "I'll learn you." They're saying, "I'll study how your soul wants to be held," not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. They care about how you think, how you feel, how you process, how you heal. Because intimacy isn't just closeness of bodies. Intimacy is safety in honesty. Intimacy is being able to say, "I'm not okay," and still feel loved. They said, "I will not use your softness against you." And for anyone who has been punished for being gentle, that sentence feels like a bomb. You've been told to toughen up. You've been mocked for caring too deeply. You've been hurt by people who saw your openness as weakness. But they said, "I will protect your softness." They said, "I will cover it." They said, "I will speak life into it." That means they won't shame your tears. They won't belittle your emotions. They won't make you regret being kind. They will treat your tenderness like something sacred, not something to exploit. And if you've ever felt unloved, dismissed, or overlooked because you are soft, let this truth rewrite that story. Softness was never your flaw. It was always your gift. The wrong environment made it feel unsafe. The wrong people made it feel costly. But in the right hands, your softness becomes a place of warmth, connection, and healing. They wrote, "When I pray for you, I don't ask God to make you perfect, because the right love doesn't come into your life trying to reshape you into something else. They pray for your wholeness. They pray for your endurance. They pray that your heart doesn't give up just because it's tired. They pray that you don't settle for less simply because loneliness hurts. They pray protection over the parts of you that have been stretched thin by disappointment." They said, "I know how close you've been to quitting." They see what others overlooked. They see the nights you cried quietly so no one would worry. The mornings you showed up anyway, even when your heart felt heavy. The moments you almost accepted half love, just because you were starving for something real. They know how close you came to choosing less, to giving up on the idea that love could be safe and steady. And they're saying, "Don't, I'm on the way." They're carrying this letter in their spirit, like a promise that hasn't been spoken yet, but has already taken root. They said, "I'm not rushing you, because love that heals doesn't pressure. Love that heals understands timing." They said, "I'm not coming to rescue you. because love isn't about power or control. They said, I'm coming to walk beside you, to choose you as a partner, not a project, to stand with you, not over you. They said, you've been strong for so long. Let me be strong for you now, not in a way that takes your power away, but in a way that gives you permission to rest, in a way that says, you don't have to hold everything alone anymore, in a way that says, I can be steady while you catch your breath. They said, when I love you, it won't be to fix you, because love that tries to fix you often sees you as broken. Instead, they said, I'll love you to remind you that you're already enough. They see how you've been giving from empty hands, pouring from a dry well, smiling with a tired soul. They see how much you've carried, and they're saying, help is coming, love is coming, the kind you don't have to question, the kind that feels clear instead of confusing. God says He is doing a new thing, even when you can't see it yet. Sometimes the new thing doesn't arrive loudly. Sometimes it begins as a quiet shift inside you, a subtle sense that something is changing. Even if your circumstances look the same, your spirit can feel the turning, and that feeling is not random. It's preparation. They said, I want to see your journals, the pages where you poured out prayers you weren't sure God was hearing, the notes you wrote when your heart felt heavy, the words you scribbled through tears on nights you almost gave up. They want to honor your journey, not erase it. They want to love you with awareness of where you've been, not ignorance of your story. They wrote, your silence never scared me, because they understand that silence doesn't always mean distance. Sometimes it means processing. Sometimes it means protecting. Sometimes it means healing. They said they could hear your soul, even when your lips said nothing. They notice the small changes in your eyes, your energy, your presence. They pay attention. They said, I don't care how many people passed you by. Your rejection history doesn't define your worth. The people who didn't choose you were not the judges of your value. They said, I choose you every time, not conditionally, not temporarily, intentionally. They promised, even when we fight, I'll fight fair. No disappearing acts, no silent punishment, no emotional games. They won't use distance as a weapon. They won't make you guess where you stand. They will stay present, even in conflict, because safety doesn't disappear when disagreements happen. They wrote, you deserve consistency, not intensity that fades, not passion that burns out and leaves confusion behind. You deserve warmth, especially after so much emotional cold. You deserve arms that protect, not hands that harm. And if you were ever held the wrong way, hear this clearly. Your next love will not bruise you. It will build you. They said, God didn't forget you. The waiting wasn't neglect. The delay wasn't rejection. It was preparation. They said God was writing this love into their heart before they even knew who it was for. You were always the destination, even when the path wasn't clear.